Hello you guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm sharing with you guys everything I crocheted for my market, and then towards the end of this video I'll be doing a recap of what sold, what my best sellers were, and how much money I made in general. Now I am also going to be sharing with you prices in this video, and just a disclaimer, if I see any comments of anyone saying that my prices are too low or too high or whatever, I will not hesitate to delete your comment. So please, in the comments, be respectful about prices. I will answer questions about prices, but I will not accept any sort of hateful comments about pricing, because I know pricing can be a touchy subject, but it is something that I like to share with you for you crochet business owners that want to know what the price range is that I am selling my items at. So with all of that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a lot more for this market than I ever have in the past because this is the biggest event I've done to date. And this is right before Valentine's Day, so I also have a lot of Valentine's items that you're going to see. Now, obviously, after this video is posted, Valentine's Day is already over, but it is a good idea for maybe next year if you want to make some of these patterns. Now, I will also have all of the patterns linked below on one Google Doc for you if you are interested in any of the patterns that I'm showing in this video, especially if I tell you they sell well, then you might want to make them as well. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. So first item I wanted to share with you guys is actually one that isn't for sale, but I am doing a raffle for this little Hershey's Kiss. Somebody is going to win it. If you want to hear more about the raffle details and how I am working that, I already posted my market prep video last week, and I shared me getting ready for the market in general and about the raffle in that video. So go ahead and check that one out if you haven't already, but I did want to share this Hershey's Kiss because it is going to be at the market. Now on to the Valentine's items that are actually for sale that will be on my little Valentine's display. First we have these cookies and milk, which I think are super cute. I'm selling them as a duo. I have them tied together as you can see, and my price tag on here is $20. So each one of these, if I sold them separately, would have been $10 because they were just super quick patterns to make. And I am including it as a Valentine's Day item because I think it'd be cute as a little couple thing. So that is this one. And I'm gonna try to be kind of quick with each item, by the way, since I do have so much to show you. This video will be like 2 hours long if I don't go kind of quickly from now on. Next we have my koala pattern that I designed and is for sale on Etsy and Ribbler. This is for $30. Next we have another one of my patterns. This one is for Valentine's Day because it has the heart spots, and this one is for $40. Next we have another one of my patterns. This is my frog holding a heart pattern, and this is for $20. Next we have this heart pillow, and this is also another $20 item. Next we have the same exact pattern, this time with just smaller yarn, so this one is $15. Next we have two little heart friends, and these are both $20 each. Next we have two little Valentine's bees. These are from a free pattern modification that you guys can find from me, and each of these are $15. Next we have a smaller Hershey's Kiss that is actually for sale, and this one is $20. Alright you guys, I believe that is all of the Valentine's items that I have, so now I'm going to just get on to regular items. So next we have this bunny in overalls, and this one is $30. Next we have an eggplant, which is $25. Now this is one of my most expensive items. It took way longer than I wanted it to, and this is the sleeping dino that I made, and this is for $60. Next we also have my snake, which was surprisingly quick to make, so it's only $30. Next we have this duck in a cow hat, and this is $35. Next is this turtle, which is also $35 since it is a little bit of a bigger one. Next we have this long neck dino, which is something I just freehanded, so you're not going to see the pattern linked below. But anyways, this is $15. Next we have two cows. These are both $35, even though one is much smaller than the other one. They're the same pattern, just different yarns, so that's why they are different, but the same price. Next we have my clownfish and my flounder. Each of these are $25. We have this little manatee that is $20. We have this stingray that is also $20. We have a baby penguin that is also $20. We have this bunny peep that is $15. We have this gummy bear that is super quick to make, so it's only $10. Next we have this cat that is $15. We have this peach for $20. We have this mini elephant for $12. We have this mini chubby dino that is $25. And we have 2 pickles that are $20 each. So that is all for one bin of items. I'm gonna go ahead and package these back up and get to the next bin so I can keep showing you guys stuff, because I promise there is a lot. Now on to the next bin, which this one is slightly larger than the first one, as well as this one includes some of the items that didn't sell from my last market. So you'll probably recognize them from the last time I did this same video. But anyways, continuing on. First I have this milk carton squishmallow, which is a pattern that I wrote up and haven't released yet. But anyways, this is for $40. Next we have the Space Invader for $25. We have this jellyfish for also $25. We have this big bee for also $25. We have Tanner the Triceratops, which I think is my most expensive item out of all of them, and it is $65. I know this is a very small item, but it took me over 3 hours to make, which is longer than anything else you're going to see in this video, I do believe. So yeah, it's $65 even though it's kind of tiny. Next we have Drama the butterfly, which is $55. Next we have the other butterfly that I've had at previous markets that hasn't sold yet, and it is for $30. Next we have this whale that I just freehanded, so there's no pattern for this, but it is for $30. Next we have Totoro, which I feel like I always say that wrong, so don't mind me. But anyways, this is also $40. Next we have the duck with the frog floaty for $35. We have the duck in overalls for $20. We have 3 of these small mushrooms for $15 each. They are with smaller weight yarns, that's why they're a little more expensive. We have this lemon for also $15. We have my 2 corns, the mom corn and the baby corn. The mom by itself is $30 and the baby by itself is $20, or if you get them together it is $45, so you get $5 off. Next I have a random little chili pepper, which is also something I freehanded for $10. And the final items in here are a couple of my Squishmallow patterns. We have the bee for $45. We have the Triceratops for $50. And finally we have the shark with goggles also for $50. So that is everything that was in this bin. And that is everything that is individually priced. Everything else that I'm going to share with you guys is items that I have a bunch of. So they're just going to be in one bin with a label on the bin of what the price is. So you're not going to see little price tags hanging off of them. Alright you guys, the next items I have here to share with you are keychains. So I have a few different types of keychains. All of the flower ones that are right here, there are 4 of them, are going to be $8, and then every other one is $10. So we have 2 heart ones, we have 3 little octos, we have 3 little gummy bears, we have 2 little frog ones, and then on the top is all bees, and there is 10 of these bees. So each one of the bees, frogs, hearts, octos, and gummy bears are $10, and the flower ones are $8. So that is everything for the keychains. Now, for my claw machine, which again, if you don't know about the claw machine, I mentioned all of it in the market prep video and showed you guys what the claw machine looks like and everything. So that is the place to check out if you haven't already. But anyways, I made the same octo pattern, the same gummy bear pattern, the same frog pattern, and the same bee pattern for my claw machine, and I have 18 of these. So the claw machine, how I have it working at this market is $10 play until you win, so each one of these items would technically be $10. So that is this little bin of items that will go inside the claw machine. I just have this like this right now because for transport purposes I don't want to put everything in the claw machine, because there's the gap where you get the plushie out and it can fall through there and get lost in the car, so I don't want to do that. So I have them in this little bin instead, and I'm going to load up the claw machine once we get there. But that is the items for the claw machine, and again there are 18 of these little plushies in here. Now next I have some chocolate covered strawberries, which is also kind of a Valentine's item, but also something that I'll still probably sell even after Valentine's Day is over if I still have some left over. But anyways, these are chocolate covered strawberries, and I have 4 that are regular like milk chocolate and then 2 that are white chocolate, and each one of these is going to be $8. Next we also have some blueberries. I only managed to make 2 of them, one without a face and then one that is an angry blueberry, but each one of these is going to be $10. We also have 2 strawberries, and each one of these is going to be $15. Next we have 6 of my mini mushrooms. This is with my own pattern. So there are these 3 and there are these 3 as well. Next I have 6 of the chunky mushrooms, which is the pattern that always sells for me, so I made a bunch of them this time. So we have these 3 and we have these 3 as well, which I'm having a hard time holding all of them at once, but this is the 6 of them for that one, and these are $15 each. And I forgot to say before, these mini mushrooms, they are so fast to make, so they're only $8 each. Alright you guys, next for frogs. I have 4 leggy frogs from the Leggy Frog pattern, as well as I have 2 chubby frogs from my own chubby frog pattern, and each one of these is going to be $10 since they all take around the same time to make. They're all going to be in the same bin and everything. Next we have no-sew whales from my no-sew whale pattern. So we have 2 here, 2 here, and 1 more here. So there are 5 of these total, and each one of these is going to be $10. Alright you guys, so for octos, they are also going to be $10 with my own no-sew pattern, and I'm sorry I'm holding them in such a weird way. They're just so hard to hold all of them at once. But I have 5 with my own pattern, $10 each, as well as this one from a different pattern, but they're also going to be $10 each. They're just a little bit smaller, but they actually take around the same time to make, so they're all $10. Next you guys, I have some aliens, which I love these. I think they're super cute. I've never sold them at markets before, but I'm excited to see how well they do sell. So I have 3 of them here, and I have 3 more of them. So these are going to be $15 each. They do take a little bit longer than some of these other patterns, but still pretty quick. So $15 each for these. Next we have these possums slash opossums, because I'm not really sure which one they are. But anyways, I have 3 of these, and these are also going to be $10 each. Next I have baby turtles, and I have 4 of these, and these are $15 each because they do take a little bit more work with the sewing, but they are super cute. So $15 for each of these. Next for otters, I have 3 of these, and these are another one that are $10 each because it is a no-sew pattern, so it's pretty quick. You guys, I actually misspoke and told you that these aliens are $15. They're actually $10 each. So that is the correction on those ones. Alright, next I have 3 of these squid, and these are another one that is a no-sew pattern, and it takes a little bit longer just because they are a little bit bigger, so these are $15 each. You guys, just found 1 more frog, so this is also included in the frog pile. This is just one that is a different pattern, but all of the patterns that I'm including together take around the same amount of time, so they're all included together. But anyways, that makes a total of 7 frogs actually. And you guys, I literally set this over here to include with all this other stuff and then I forgot. This is an octo that I made from my previous market and it didn't sell, and it is also the same price of $10 as the other octos, so I'm going to include this in the bin this time with the octos, and I just forgot to show you with this one. So there's also this one. Alright you guys, next I have some axolotls. These take a little bit longer to make than some of the other patterns, so these are $20 each instead of 10 or 15, but they're super cute and I just love this little pattern. So that is these. I have 4 of them, obviously. Next I have some mini bears. I have one that is in white to be like a little polar bear, and then the other 3 are in brown. So that is my 4 total little mini bears, and they are also $10 each. Next I have 3 little fish, and this is a super quick pattern, so these are only going to be $8 each, but they are super cute little ones. Okay guys, we are almost done here, which I actually was able to film this way quicker than I thought, which is good because it's currently the night before the market at 10:45 and I have to get up at 5 tomorrow, so I need to be done here pretty soon. But anyways, next I have some bees, and I have 6 of these, so these are $15 each. So I have 3 of them in just regular yellow and black. Here's the third one. And then I have 3 in some other colors. We have my candy cane bee that didn't sell originally at the last market, and then we also have a blue one and a purple one here. So that is the bees for this market. And my final item, you guys, is eggs. So I've had quite a few eggs made up for quite a while, so these are going to be great sellers, I assume, because they always have been for me. So we have 7 of these total. This one is a different pattern than the others. It just hasn't sold for me because it is a little bit smaller, I think is the reason why. But anyways, we have 7 eggs total. So that is everything that I've made for the market. I will see you guys hopefully a few days after the market to update you on how it went, what my best sellers were, all of that kind of stuff. So it'll be like 2 seconds for you. For me, it's going to be a couple days, but I will talk to you guys in the next clip. Alright you guys, hello. It has been almost a week since the market, and I have gone through what has sold, what didn't sell, and I have all of that to share with you guys, as well as, of course, I'll be sharing the breakdown of the best sellers and how much I actually made at this market, all of that as well towards the end of this video. So make sure you stay tuned, but right now we're going to go through the bins of what I have left. Which first I'm going to actually start out with this crinkled up bag, because I ended up putting all of the items in here that were from the claw machine, so this is all the items that were left. Which actually the claw machine was not as big of a hit as I thought it was going to be, so I actually have quite a lot of items left. But again, towards the end of this video, I'll do a recap of the order that everything sold, so I'll tell you guys like claw machine, that type of thing. But anyways, I have 4 of the frogs left, which I think I had 4 of them total, as well as I have 4 gummy bears, I have 4 of the bees, and then I have 2 of the octos. So I had 3 octos, I know that for sure, and octos were actually the main item that people ended up winning, obviously. So that is the items that are left from the claw machine. Again, it wasn't as big of a hit as I thought it would be, but still quite a few people played it and liked it. It just wasn't like a sold out deal like I kind of thought it might be. And the main reason for that actually is because a lot of parents would kind of steer their kids away from it and be like, oh, it's $10 to play that for a small item, or you can get this one over here that's bigger for the same price, which is true, but the smaller items still take about the same amount of time as the bigger items. It's just smaller yarn, which people don't really understand that. But anyways, that is all of the claw machine items that are left over. And as far as the keychains, here's what I have left. I sold 1 of the gummy bears, 1 of the frogs, 1 of the heart ones, and then 1 of the bee ones. So out of the bees, it was the yellow one. Out of the gummy bears, I believe it was a purple one that sold. And then the frog, of course, was a green one. And the heart was, of course, this same color because the 2 of them were the same one. So that is all for the keychains. I surprisingly didn't sell as many as I thought, but it's okay because I am actually selling 2 more, 1 of the sunflowers and 1 of the bees, to our hairdresser. I just got a trim on my hair today and was telling her about how the market went, and she offered to buy the 2 keychains. So at least I have those sales as well. But that is what sold at the market for the keychains. And for the keychains, I think I will restock what sold, but otherwise I don't think I'm gonna really make too many other ones since they weren't like as big of a hit as I thought. I'll just leave them with the few items that I do have on different keychains. And now next, I'm just gonna start pulling items out of the bin really in no particular order, because we kind of just like packed everything up from the market and didn't like really have any rhyme or reason to where things were being put. So yeah, this is pretty much no particular order. We still have the bee squishmallow, which I have had at 2 markets so far and has not sold, but that's okay. That is still there. Or maybe that one's been in 3 markets and hasn't sold. I can't remember. Anyways, we have the shark squishmallow as well, which has been at this market and the previous one and has not sold. Again, a lot of these higher priced items just don't sell as well because people are more so looking for like $10 items. If they have multiple kids, they only want to pay like $10 per kid, you know, which makes sense. But the way I like to look at it is a lot of these higher priced items, even if they're not selling, people think they're really cute. So they come into my booth to look at all of my items, and then a lot of people ended up buying some of the $10 items or $15 items instead. So at least it's like an eye-catching item for people to look at and then want to come look at the rest of your stuff, is how I like to think about it. We also have this duck with the floaty, which again has not sold. It is $35, and a lot of people look at this one and just never pick it up. We have my milk carton squishmallow, which this was for $40. Again, a lot of people thought this was cute but just didn't end up purchasing it. And it is, again, another higher priced item, so it makes sense. We also have the snake left over for $30. A ton of people picked this up and thought it was really cute, but again, another one that just nobody purchased. Which is all about having the right audience anyway, which I'll kind of get into in a little bit when I start talking about what actually sold. But anyways, I just need to continue on with what didn't sell because I'm gonna be here forever if I talk about each item this much. Next we have the Malcolm with the hearts, also didn't sell. Again, higher price tag, $40. But a lot of people, again, would pick this one up and be like, oh my gosh, I love it. And then go get a smaller mushroom instead. Alright, now on to 2 items that sold pretty decently. We have my axolotl. There's only 1 of these left, and I had 4 of them for $20 each, as well as we have the baby turtle. There's also only 1 of these left, and they were for $15 each. Next we have 4 of the chocolate covered strawberries, which I believe I had 6 of these total, so 2 of them sold. Next I only have 1 of these really small mushrooms in the worsted yarn. They are $15. I had 2 of the other ones as well, and those sold this time, so you just never know, but only 1 of them left, so hopefully I can get rid of this at the next market. Next, you guys, I had 4 of these bears, and now I only have 2 left, so I have the white one and 1 of the brown ones left. Next, you guys, this is my own mushroom pattern, which I am pretty disappointed by the fact that it did not sell at all. I thought these would sell. They were only $8 a piece, and I have 6 of them, and I didn't sell a single one. So I'm not sure why, because my other mushrooms sold out and they were $15 each versus these were $8. So I'm not, again, sure why they didn't sell not even a single one, but who knows. But anyways, that is the 6 of those that did not sell. And then finally, you guys, for this bin, I have 4 different bees that did not sell, which I also had 6 of these. So I had 2 other yellow and black ones. Those are the ones that sold. And then these ones, the colored ones, are the ones that are left. So that is everything that was in this bin. So now we're going to go on to the second bin of items that I have left over. Alright, you guys, so now we have the Valentine's items that didn't sell. We still have my 2 Valentine's bees that did not sell. I'm not sure why, because they're $15 each. That's the price of all my bees. And I thought these would be really popular, but apparently not on those. But anyways, I still think they're cute. They just didn't sell, but maybe they will at the next market, even though Valentine's Day has already passed. Next, we also have the cookies and milk, which I thought for sure was going to sell because it's only $20 for both of them, and it did not sell. So there is these as well left over. We also have the heart pillow left over, which was also $20. We have the red heart friend. The pink one did sell. Left over, this is also $20. And then we have the Hershey's Kiss that also did not sell, and this was for $20. So I believe that's all of my Valentine's items. So a good portion of those sold, but I think I still have about like half of them that I just showed you. But anyways, on to the rest of the stuff. So we have the big turtle still left over. This was for $35, which I'm assuming because I had the baby turtles that were only 15, people were more willing to pay that than the 35. But I'm still kind of surprised that this didn't sell, because I have made 2 turtles like this in the past for the 2 previous markets, and they have sold every time for $35, so I thought this would still sell. But again, you just never know. We still have the Tanner, the Triceratops, which does not surprise me because it is $65, and this is just such a small item. But I explained it to you guys earlier that it just took so long to make, so unfortunately it does have to be pretty expensive. But that is this one still left as well. We still have this whale that was $30 left over. I think I might lower this to $25 next time, because this, again, like I explained in the beginning of this video, is an item that I freehanded like years ago, so I'm not sure how long it actually took. So I'm not sure if it's worth $30 or how much it actually is worth. So anyways, I'm probably going to lower the price on this since it hasn't sold. But that one is left over, as well as the Stingray is left over. This one was $20. We also have the Manatee, which was also $20 left over. We have the big sleeping dino left over, which again is an expensive item. This was $60, so kind of makes sense to me why it didn't sell, but it is another one that a lot of people looked at, and it was kind of close to the edge of my booth, so it was a good one that was eye-catching for people to look at as they walked in. So at least there's that for this one. We also have the Triceratops Squishmallow for $50 left over, which is like the same deal as the last dinosaur that I was just talking about. Lots of people liked it but did not purchase. We also have the bunny in overalls left over, which was for $30. We have the $15 lemon left over. We have the $30 butterfly, and we have the $55 butterfly left over. We have the little chili pepper that was for $10 left over. We also have my big bee for $25 that was left. We have the big corn and little corn that are still left over as well. This is $30 and $20, or $45 for both of them. We have this mini chubby dinosaur for $25 that is still left. We have the $15 cat that is still left over. We have the $15 bunny Peep that is left. And then final 2 items that are individually priced ones is the $20 pickle and the $25 eggplant that are also left over. So now we have a few more items that were left from inside the bins, where I had multiple of them in each bin. And then that is everything that is left from this market, which I will say I sold about half, I believe. So obviously this is a lot less than what I showed you in the beginning. So for the eggs, this is probably the items that I am the most surprised about, because if you guys have watched my video where I did this same video in the past, I sold almost every single egg I had. The only one I had left was this one at the end of that last market. So this time I had 7 of them made and only sold 1. So I still have 6 of them, and surprisingly I still have the angry eggs and everything. It was actually just a regular happy face egg that sold this time. So anyways, that is these left over in their little frying pan display. Okay guys, for the aliens, I only have 4 of them left in the bin, but I swear I only sold 1. I could be wrong on that. I might have sold 2. If that's the case, then that's great. I'll have to look back on my square really quick right before I end this video. I'll let you guys know whether I sold 2 or 1. And if I only sold 1, then 1 is missing. But anyways, I did have 6 of these, and there's these 4 left as of right now. I'm assuming I probably just forgot about one that I sold and it's included on my square. I'll double check. But that is these ones. Just kidding, you guys. It is still there. It was just at the very bottom of the bin and I didn't see it. So that is one that sold out of all the aliens, which those were $10 each as well. Alright you guys, for the octos, I had 10 of these and I sold 5. So I have 3 of these smaller ones left. I had 4 of these. I have 1 of this one. And then one of the chubby ones that I just dropped on the ground, so I'm not going to bother to get it. But I sold half of these, so that is pretty good. Next, I had 5 whales and I sold 3 of them. So actually, funny enough, I sold all of them that were colors that weren't blue. So I had purple as well as 2 other variegated colors, and those sold, but the ones in blue that would be the actual like whale color did not sell. So you just never know, but I do have 2 of these left. And the final item that is left that did not sell is just one regular strawberry, which this was for $15, and I had 2 of them, so 1 sold and 1 did not. So that is the whole recap of everything that I have left. So the 2 cows as well as the clownfish and the flounder that I had did not sell at the market, but they did sell to one of my mom's friends afterward. So I don't have those here to show you, of course, but they are an item that sold. So there is all of that, and now I'm going to go ahead and break down all of the items that sold from Square to you guys in the exact order that everything sold. Alright, you guys, so the first item that actually sold was the Totoro, which, again, I feel like I said it wrong, but I was so surprised that this sold because this is the 3rd market I've brought it to and it has not sold at any of them, and then it sold as the first item at this one. So the lady actually said that her kids were familiar with it and she just had to buy it for them. So she bought that from me actually before the market even started. The market started at 9 and the transaction on here was actually from 8:37 that morning. So I was very grateful that she bought that. And then the next order we have was actually one of the vendors that was right across from me, and she bought quite a few different things. So she bought one of the chocolate covered strawberries, as well as 1 alien and 1 gummy bear keychain. And she bought the 3 chunky mushrooms, which was awesome. I only had 6 of those total, so a lot of those went as one of the first things. So next we have one of the baby turtles, which was $15. Then we have another order with quite a few things. So we have a $10 octopus, the $20 heart friend, and a $10 frog. Next we have the gummy bear, which was the only like singular one I had. Other than that, I had them on keychains and in the claw machine. So somebody bought that, as well as 1 frog. And then we have an order for just 1 of the chunky mushrooms. So that was the $15 chunky mushrooms. Then we have 1 of the whales and the mini frog with the heart, which sold together, so that was $10 and $15. Then we have a sale for 1 of the blueberries. I specifically remember that was the angry blueberry that sold first, and then 1 of the chocolate covered strawberries, so that was $18 together. And then we have another order for a chunky mushroom, so that was the $15 one. Next we have a chunky mushroom as well and a baby turtle. So by this point the chunky mushrooms are sold out because I only had 6 of them total, so that was all 6. Next we had an opossum order, which was $10 for the little ones I had. I had 3 of those total. Next we have a claw machine, which was also $10 to play, and of course that was play until you win. Next we have a $10 order for another frog. Then we have an order of 2 items, a $10 otter and a $15 baby turtle. Next we have an order of a couple items. Somebody bought the peach, the mini elephant, and the second and last blueberry. So that was $15 for the peach, $12 for the mini elephant, and $10 for the blueberry. Then we had another claw machine, which again was $10, play until you win. Then we had another $10 for another opossum. Then I had an order for all 3 of the mini fish, so that was $24 total. They were $8 a piece. And then a frog as well, so that was $10. Then we have the sale for the 3rd and final opossum for $10. Then we have the $30 Valentine's koala that sold, which is the one that was from my own pattern. Next we have another otter for $10. Next we have a $10 octopus and a $10 mini bear order that was together. Then we have a $20 order that was for one of the axolotls. Then we have another $10 order for an octopus then a $10 order for a frog. Next we have an order of 2 items. It was the $20 baby penguin and the $15 bee, just one of them. Next we have a $15 order that was for one of the small mushrooms that I had previously at some of the other markets. Then we have a $10 order for one of the whales. Next we have $30 for 1 heart keychain, 1 whale, and 1 octopus. Next we have a $20 order for one of the frog keychains and a mini bear. Next a $10 order for one of the bee keychains. Then another $10 order for a frog. Then a $20 order for one of the pickles. Then we have a $40 order for the $25 jellyfish and $15 squid. Next we have another order that was $15 bee, $15 squid, and $20 axolotl, all in the same order. Then we have one of the axolotls for $20 and a $15 strawberry sold together. Next we had a $20 order for the frog that was holding the heart. Next we had a $15 order for one of the squid. Then another $10 order for a frog. Another $15 order for the small mushroom. Then we had the 1 egg that sold for $10. We have the $35 duck in the cow hat. Then we had the long neck dinosaur that sold for $15, as well as the Space Invader that sold for $25. And finally, the last one was an otter that sold for $10. Now that otter specifically was somebody that paid with cash, and I forgot to input it beforehand, so it did sell beforehand, and that was also the 3rd and final otter. I just have it at the very end of everything because I actually input it once I got home because I realized I did not have it in there correctly. So really quick, I want to go through the items that sold out so you guys know which ones, of course, sold best for me. First, the baby penguin sold out. I only had the 1 of those, but it did sell. The blueberries sold out. There was only 2, but they did sell out. The chunky mushrooms I had 6 of, and they all sold out. The duck in the cow hat sold out. Again, there was only 1 of them, but it did sell out. The frog with the heart sold out for the bigger one and the mini one. All the frogs sold out. I had 7 of them, and they sold out. The gummy bear, I only had 1, again, that was not in the claw machine or on a keychain, but the one that I did have separately sold out. The jellyfish that I had sold out. The long neck dinosaur sold out. The mini elephant sold out. The mini fish, which there was 3 of, sold out. The opossums, which there was also 3 of, sold out. The otters that there were 3 of, sold out. The Space Invader that there was the 1 of, sold out. And finally, the Valentine's koala sold out, which there was also only 1 of those. But you guys, that is the full breakdown of everything that sold and did not sell. So I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this, and I hope it was helpful as far as what you want to make for your next markets, or in general if you're trying to start out with markets, as far as what you should go about making for your markets and what sold well for me. Now I am going to also link the patterns below for you guys, so you can check those out if you want to make the same exact ones that I made and sold at this market. Now as far as a full breakdown, I made $1,023.37. Now all of this does include tax, so keep in mind it would not be going to me, the taxes. And then it was $632.48 on card, $273.04 on cash, and then $126.85 on Cash App, because you can do Cash App through the Square. And it was $22.72 in fees. So my net total was $1,000.65 for this market. Again, that does not subtract the tax, which where I am, tax is 7.5% of a sale. So of course that would also be subtracted, as well as you have to subtract $50 from that amount, because $50 was the fee that I paid to be a vendor at this event. So all of that considered, I probably made around $900. I haven't exactly done the math on like subtracting the tax from all of these sales as well as the $50 fee, but somewhere around $900 is probably what I made, which is obviously really good for a one-day event and really good considering the smaller events that I was going to in the past. I made about $530 at each one, and again, that doesn't include any sort of fees, so around $900 is pretty good with fees included. Alright you guys, I'm just popping in here for a little special announcement. So if you've been watching my channel for a while now, you might remember last year when I did Creative Crochet Month, but if you're unfamiliar, March is National Crochet Month, so I do a thing here on my channel for March where I do additional videos on Wednesdays. So this month there are 5 Wednesdays in March, so there will be 5 extra videos starting on March 1st. And those will all be videos where I am crocheting something, such as like crochet with me's and crochet tutorials is the extra videos that you guys are going to be getting to celebrate National Crochet Month, as well as March. Each year is the anniversary of when I started my channel. This year will be the 3-year anniversary that I started my channel, so it's also just a fun way to celebrate that with you guys as well. So I hope you're excited for the extra videos. I'm excited to share them. You guys will be getting 3 videos a week instead of just the 2. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys since the next video you will be seeing will be the first video of Creative Crochet Month. Now that we're done with the recap of the whole market and everything, I did just want to mention a couple other things to you guys that are kind of like follow-ups on things that I did for this market that I am either going to do differently or going to keep doing for future markets. So if you guys want to hear about that, then continue watching. If you only care about what I sold at the market and the whole breakdown, then I don't mind if you click off this video. I know this video is probably already super long, but I did just want to mention first off the raffle that you guys saw me prepare for in the vlog. I did do that, and I don't think it's something I'm going to do at least at the next market. So my main reason for this, it was super fun and a lot of people entered, so it wasn't anything like that is the reason why I'm not doing it again. But the main reason I'm not is because it kept my booth super busy the whole entire day, which is a good thing, but in a way I kind of want people to like look around, purchase their items if they're going to purchase something, and kind of like keep going, because I feel like a lot of people would point at my booth and be like, oh, that's so cute, and then kind of like keep walking because it looked like I was busy with other customers. In reality, they have already bought their stuff, or they're looking around and doing the raffle at the same time. So there was just people staying in my booth for way longer than they needed to because they were entering the raffle. So with all of that being said, I don't think it's something I'm going to do in the future, at least not at the next market. It may be something that I bring back maybe if I go to like a really big event and I want to do something like that. It could be fun. But as far as just like a 10 by 10 tent, it made the tent feel like it was super busy the whole entire day. So I'd rather kind of keep that as maybe for only bigger events as far as the raffle. And then also the claw machine, like I mentioned, it was not as popular as I thought, but it was still a cute idea, and a lot of people were attracted into my tent because they saw the claw machine. Even if they didn't play it, they wanted to look at the claw machine and look at the little items I had in there. So I will definitely keep the claw machine for future events, and most likely keep the same patterns that I make for the claw machine. And even if people don't play it, it is still a good thing to attract people into my tent. And then the only other like recap thing that I have for you guys is the fact that I did really like all of my signs that I ended up making, and the business cards and the banner as well. All of that worked out super well that you guys saw in my market prep video. So I definitely recommend those signs. If you haven't checked out my Etsy and you want to get some custom signs made by me, you can do that, as well as the banners and the business cards were made from Staples, but a ton of places do it, like Staples, Office Depot, pretty much any of those big office supply stores, as well as a lot of local stores I'm sure do them as well. So I definitely recommend getting a big thing of business cards and a big banner for your markets. But all of that is my little like recap section of this video. Now I am going to apply for this same event in April, so that should be when my next market is, so you guys can also look forward to seeing market vlogs and videos like this for April as well. So get excited for those videos, and yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of today's video, and if you enjoyed, if you found it helpful, all of that. I always love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. And if you guys want to make sure you don't miss out on any videos I post like this in the future, as well as all of my other videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every single time I upload a brand new video. And if you guys do want to see more from me, you can always check out more videos of mine, my blog, my Etsy shop, my Ribbler shop, all of my social medias, and my second channel. All of that is always included in the description box of every single video for you guys. As well as if you do want to check out the crochet patterns that I used for these items, that'll also be linked below for you. So with all of that, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys here in the next one. Goodbye.